Did you hear what happened with the sky in Natlan?
The sky in Natlan. Oh, what happened now?
Did you hear what happened with the sky in Natlan?
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go.
What happened
as
now?
long as I have my friends with me.
Did you hear what happened with the sky in Natlan?
The sky in Natlan. Oh, what happened now?
Did you hear what happened with the sky in Natlan?
The sky in Natlan. Oh, what happened now?
Did you hear what happened with the sky in Natlan?
The sky in Natlan. Oh,
Did you hear
what
what
happened
happened
now?
with the sky in Natlan? Did you hear what happened with the sky in Natlan?
The sky in Natlan. Oh, what happened now?
My time with Espina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Did you hear what happened with the sky in Natlan?
The sky in Natlan.
Oh.
What happened now?
Did you hear what happened with the sky in Natlan?
The sky in Natlan. Oh, what happened now?
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
Right. Okay. We're doing Not Cry story after a little bit of stuff first. Firstly, I want to do... Firstly, I want to get this out of the way, so this will then unlock a sigil spending spot. Then I think this does the same. And we can also hang out with Flynn's, and let's actually do that first. And then we're going to get into a Not Cry story. I'm going to try playing with this team. This team is utter shit outside of Luna teams, which is kind of really annoying. The way they've designed Luna reactions is so frustrating. They feel very inconsistent outside of the actual lunar enemies, where if you don't use lunar reactions, you're fucked. You're just mega fucked. The new Abyss, yeah, is bad. Is bad. Not good. I am trying to build my way towards Flynn's. This morning I realised I actually hadn't fully built Columbina yet. She was missing an artifact. So I gave her this. Some unfortunate defense rolls, but still a good artifact. And the rest of her set is good enough for me, so I'm done with Columbina now. Nothing else has changed in this team. I'm making prep work for Flynn's. Hopefully I'll get him. This is what his build currently looks like. This is a really good feather. I think he's going to want crit rate or crit damage on this. I do unfortunately have a headache.
There is indeed quite a lot. After accounting for daily necessities and emergency supplies, there's still enough to set aside in case of sudden visits from my colleagues. After all, my personal requirements are modest. It would be a waste not to save the excess and use it to help others in need. Lamp oil, candles, leather, paper, and pens. Oh, and a few bottles of strong liquor, and some emergency food, of course. Judging by your expression, I can tell you're wondering. What emergency food did you buy? Exactly. These supplies need to stand the test of time, so all of this food has undergone special processing. I assure you, unless you're on the brink of starvation, you don't want to try it. The cured meat, for example, is as tough as tree bark, and the biscuits taste like tossed-out newspaper. Even if you soak them in milk or vegetable soup, the best you could hope for is soggy newspaper. Well, there are times when one has no other choice. I've tried to extract nutrients from this food before. Well, eat might not be the best word to use. I have a somewhat more efficient method. Here, I'll show you. I suppose you could call it cooking with fire. There have been a few more desperate moments when I've been trapped alongside other poor souls. You should know, if I were to use the method I've just shown you in front of my colleagues, it might leave them feeling uneasy. And so I have at such times been forced to attempt to swallow this food, as they would. Though try as I might, I really was unable to swallow it. In the end, I broke it down into smaller pieces, some of which I stuffed into my mouth and some of which I dropped into my lantern when no one was looking. Unfortunately, my colleagues noticed how slowly I was eating and mistook my reluctance for concern, believing I was eating less to allow them more. After that, they patted me on the back and enthusiastically filled my arms with more cured meat and biscuits. Indeed, I was grateful for their noble act of kindness, and can clearly remember the taste of cured meat and biscuits to this day.
Fuck me, I didn't think I'd... God damn it. I really like the music here. At least that little bit which was just playing. I need to go talk to Aino, and then we can do a request here.
Little dearie.
I know. I know.
But
Did the Lady Moonchanter, its family might be worried about.
I know. Does your leg still hurt?
I know. Didn't the Lady Moonchanter prompt when the time comes, let...
Forgot about this. Do I actually need to bring Lauma to them?
Nothing's going right lately. Is a good night's sleep too much to ask for?
There, I know. If nothing is going right, then nothing is the problem. And if nothing is the problem, everything is going to be alright.
You really think so? You know, Inafa, you've gotten a lot better at comforting people since you went away. I bet it's the Traveler's influence.
I could not say, but thank you. Please get some rest. I will inspect these sorting robots for you.
I'm gonna give each one a hit on the head with my wrench. I gotta see for myself which one is going haywire. Oh, Traveler! Paimon! It's you! Hi, Aino! Hi, Inafa! It feels like it's been ages since I last saw you two. Or, wait, maybe not. I don't know. It's all a blur. Sorry. I didn't sleep too good last night. My head's a mess. But anyway, seeing you makes me feel a bit better.
I know. It appears my analysis was correct.
Huh?
You were getting upset over nothing, but now that the Traveler and Paimon are here, your mood has improved. Conclusion. Everything is going to be alright.
Huh. Well, I can't fault that logic.
Oh, what's the matter, Aino? You can tell us. Whatever's going on, we'll help you out.
Oh, it's nothing major. People keep getting into fights around here, and last night they crashed right into my workshop. All the clinking and clanking makes it hard to sleep.
Oh, sounds like the Clink Clank Krunkage craft shop is living up to its name. Oh, sorry, not the point. So, who are these people? They sound dangerous.
Do not be alarmed. It's a group of treasure hoarders on the run after stealing from the Fatui.
Treasure hoarders? Dipping into the Vatui's pockets? Wow, the Not Krai faction's pretty bold. Sorry, again, not the point. What matters is, disturbing people in the middle of the night is unacceptable.
Yeah, before Inafa came back, all I could do was hide in the workshop and curse them under my breath. But now, I can teach them a lesson.
I already cleared them out last night. You will not be bothered again, I know.
You're the best, Inafa.
Wow, so problem solved, right?
Well, the sleeping problem is solved, but now there's an issue with my prospector bots. They're supposed to sort out the useful treasure from the junk.
Nice! Sounds impressive.
No, not impressive. There's a traitor among them.
Correct. The sorting bots delivered several items of no utility this morning. The ratio of useful to non-useful items suggests that one of the bots has malfunctioned.
My bots don't just break down for no reason. You know what I think? It was sabotage. And it must have been one of those people from last night.
Then we'll find them and make them pay.
Yeah! But first, I need to figure out which bot they messed with.
How are you going to do that?
By staring him down. You gotta put a little pressure on him and see which one starts to sweat.
Okay, so psychological warfare? That works on robots?
I don't know. If it doesn't work, I'll just drag them into a small room and interrogate them one by one. Whoa! How's that fair? Two of them are just hard-working little bots. If I take them apart, even though nothing's wrong, it'll hurt their feelings.
Okay then. Ha-ham! Alright, listen up, you three. One of you has messed up big time. And if you don't own up, you'll be dragging your friends down with you. So, time to come clean. Or we'll... what are we gonna do again?
We'll let you off. But just this once.
You stared them down all right, Traveler. Notice anything off?
Yep, that's it. What did I say? A little psychological pressure does the trick. Come on, help me catch him. Nope, wrong one.
Do you need to check him over?
Analyzing exterior. No anomalies detected. The probability of malfunction due to an external injury is low.
Huh. Must be the processor then. Let me open him up and have a look.
Uh-oh! He's on the run again!
Catch him!
What? Is that him? How did he get so big?
No, those are scrap sorting bots. It appears he can still connect to them.
Okay, well now I'm getting curious. There's more going on here than a simple malfunction. But we need to catch him first. Try sucking him out.
Oh, finally! We caught him! Man, what is going on with this bot?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Huh? You can talk?
No, it's not possible. I mean, there's no way they have awareness like a Nepha. Their cores aren't even a
It seems like he can communicate. Could his core have been upgraded or something?
Can you mind your own business?
Jeez, why is this bot so aggressive? It's like we're the ones being interrogated.
Oh, just you wait. If you don't get out of my sight, I'll round...
The fortress of Marrowseed.
What is it again? Marrowpeed. Yeah, that seems right. Would you stop with the personal questions? So intrusive. Leave a girl alone.
Whoa! What do you mean, girl? You're a junk sorting robot.
I'm a girl. Okay, well, I'm not sure what happened, but something is... Well, guess the only way to find out is to open you up. Don't come any closer! Somebody help! It's okay. I'm a girl, too. That doesn't change anything!
Apologies, Traveler in Paimon. Aino prefers to devote her full focus to solving problems. I believe she needs some time to get to the bottom of this issue. Perhaps it would be best to follow up tomorrow.
installed an average Krai machine core.
Aino and Effa, we're here.
Greetings.
I mean, I found the source of the malfunction, but now I have way more questions than answers. What?
The bot has the wrong core. It is not the one Aino installed originally, but the core of a clockwork mecha from Fontaine.
It has the wrong core? Oh,
It's no big deal. The original core was just something I salvaged from a pile of junk. The problem is, this new core is...
really? Is that why it could...
No idea. What I can tell is that this core went through a massive explosion at some point. Almost all the modules are damaged, but I can't fix any of them.
Wow! If even Aino...
The core originates from Fontaine, but little is known about this technology. Without relevant knowledge, a breakthrough will take time.
Yeah, but it's not all bad news. I managed to extract a useful bit of information from the data I could salvage. One word. Charred.
Charred?
I doubt it, but I'm sure it's important. It was stored in the deepest part of the core. That's the best protected part.
The best protected part?
In the event that my core sustained damage, that's where I would move all Aino-related data to keep it intact.
Ah! Knock on wood, knock on wood! Your core is gonna be just fine, Ineffa. Don't jinx yourself like that.
I was engaging in a hypothetical discussion.
Doesn't matter, you still gotta say it. Say knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Like that?
Yeah! Whew, that was a close one.
Huh?
Anyway, I bet there's other data preserved deep in the core, too. Otherwise, this thing wouldn't be able to talk. And I'm gonna extract it all. Here, data, come to Aino.
Man, this core is so mysterious.
Bingo! That's the question. Who replaced the original core with this one and why? I mean, even though it's damaged, Bingo! You know what happened the day before it started malfunctioning? The Fatui chased a group of... I'm thinking the treasure hoarders stole the core from the Fatui and needed a place to hide it. So, they stuffed it in my prospector bot and handed the original core over to the Fatui to smooth things over. Makes sense, don't you think? I'm pretty clever, right, Ineffa?
Of course. In fact, intel from the Curatorium appears to corroborate this hypothesis. Several of Marinette's subordinates were robbed on their way back to Snezhnaya. Although it is unclear what was stolen, their leader is a silver-haired woman wearing a hood. As for the remaining two members, there is a man with pink hair and a man with purple hair.
Wow! So Paimon was right. The local treasure hoarders around here aren't bold.
Actually, this group has only been active recently. The Curatorium suspects them to be outsiders not local to this area.
Who cares? Yehoda said they're just a bunch of small fry anyway.
Yeah. If those treasure hoarders really did mean to hide the core in this bot, they're probably gonna come back for it.
Let them come. If they're nice, I'll even share my crunkakes with them. And if they're mean, Ineffa will give them a good old knuckle sandwich.
And if they try to take back the core?
I already thought of that. I'm just gonna hide it. Ineffa, can you get Little Chard and the others to come over here? Okay, hold on to your hats. I'm gonna hide Little Chard in a scrap prospector bot.
What did you just call me?
Come on, we have to call you something.
Lombro.
What kind of name is that? Did you get it? Oh, so use Lombro as a last name. Huh, I kind of like it. You're stuck with it either way. You're the one who decided to hide out here.
Don't think it likes the sound of that.
Correction. This bot has no capacity to like or dislike something in its current state.
Huh? Why?
Because its core was destroyed 6 ways to Sunday. So, right now, its tone and mannerisms are all like, remember how I found the word charred in the data? Well, if that refers to a person, then
Oh, so...
Anyway, we can figure all that out later. First, we need to make sure Why don't you take the reins, Traveler? It's super cool. Nice job! You've got some engineering chops, that's for sure. And thanks to you, I'm now the proud owner of the most advanced prospector bot in town. I expect good work out of you, little Chard. But don't worry, you'll be compensated.
Like I care.
We gotta do something about that temper of yours. Maybe a little flour on your head will soften you up a bit. There, much cuter. Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, Paimon, if you ever pick up stuff you have no use for, like screws and nuts and things, just bring them to me. I can make them into flowers or use them to upgrade my console. Oh, and I don't expect you to hand them over for free. I pay good prices for scrap. You're gonna want to stop by every day. Deal? Awesome! Turns out Ineffa was right all along. Good luck out there on your travels.
Right, I gotta go have dinner.
Love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart? I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
Here we are. What you see now is the moon mirror, within which the lunar semblance is sealed.
Oh, must be a pretty precious statue if they went to all this effort to seal it away. Will there be some traps inside? You know, the kind that send arrows flying out if you step in the wrong place?
Do not worry. This little one did some scouting for me ahead of time. The seal does not contain any such fatal traps.
Oh, nice. That's good to know. And yeah, that sounds like a job for a weasel thief.
That's true. Each time I ask it for help, I have to pay it 1 mora more the next time we meet.
Huh, what a thieving little weasel! Oh wait, that tracks. But considering that it's helping you keep watch on the lunar semblance, it might need a name change. How about... Weasel Guardian! Can't catch Paimon! Paimon can fly!
Come on, be nice to our guests. To retrieve the lunar semblance, we need to activate pairs of mechanisms in 2 different locations. So it's a 2-person job. If you head over there and take the mechanism on that side, I'll take this side. That won't be a problem. I have eyes in the sky. It will keep me updated on where you are and which mechanism is in front of you. Don't worry. All you have to do is follow my instructions.
My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Understood. I will retrieve the lunar semblance now. Huh? The way out has been blocked. Could you try that again? Understood. I will retrieve the lunar semblance now.
Wow! What a huge statue! You probably couldn't even get past the mirror. So, Lalma, just how valuable is this statue anyway?
In terms of Mora? Not much, I suspect. It's crudely fashioned, and the kind of stone it's carved from is found everywhere around these parts. But to the Moon Chanter of that era, and to the Frost Moon Scions of today, it is a priceless treasure. If nothing else, I now have concrete proof of its existence. That's enough to confirm the reliability of several documents on the topic. To me, that makes this a very successful trip. Thank you for your help. I knew I had judged you correctly. The moon mirror posed no obstacle to you. And our little friend here was very impressed with your mechanism operating skills.
What is it saying, Lalma?
It says that the Traveler is the best treasure hunter it's ever seen. It wishes it could join her on a quest to unlock all the treasure chests in the world. From now on, I'll call on you if I ever find a treasure chest I can't crack.
Okay. Bye then. Didn't even give us a choice in the matter.
Don't worry, it won't come knocking on your window every day with a Mora coin in its jaws trying to drag you off on a treasure hunt. And it certainly won't be visiting your room in the dead of night, moaning about locks it can't pick.
Uh-oh. We better make sure to lock all our doors and windows before we go to sleep tonight.
Relax. That weasel's only a child. It means no harm. It's just more talkative than most. All right, let's head back. It's almost time for dinner. Oh, and we still need to figure out how to get this statue back to our library. It seems like I'll need a little help from my friends, after all. Just here will do.
Oh. That all went down without much fanfare. Paimon was expecting something exciting to happen once we put it down.
Well, it's just a plain old statue. A historical relic. It doesn't hold any kind of mystical power. The real value lies in the stories behind it. My job is to dig those stories up, wherever they might be hiding, verify them, and then share them with the people.
Cool. Well, it's a good thing we got it back here in one piece.
Indeed. And you two have my thanks for that. Please, take these fruits and quench your thirst. I had the animals gather them in the woods. And after that, forgive me, but I have another request to make of you. I apologize if this is presumptuous of me, but I've seen how well connected you are, and I've heard of your many travels into secret and forgotten places. On your future travels, if you ever come across any texts about the Frost Moon Scions, could I borrow? You have my sincere gratitude. On behalf of...
Oh boy. That was some seriously tasty fruit. So much better than Paimon's used to.
These animals have lived their whole lives in this forest. Naturally, they're the ones who know where to find the best fruit. This one says to eat as much as you wish, because it's the top fruit finder in the whole forest. It'll fetch some more right away.
Awesome! Thanks so much!
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Last time, Columbina told us a whole bunch about the Fatui. Wonder what sort of things she'll talk about today. Let's hope she's in the mood to share. Columbina? Who looks like something's bothering her. Is it this one? Not this one. Not this blue, then? Oh, it's you. Could you help me? I'll be sure to return the favor.
Are you kidding? You know you don't owe us anything, right? Yeah, we'd help you even if you had nothing to give us. So, what sort of help do you need?
Well, to be precise, this creature is the one that needs help.
Huh? The Kuhenki?
Yes. This little one procured a paintbrush somewhere, and upon returning to my side, proceeded to swish about happily. I found a canvas and some paint for her, but though some time has passed, her attempts to mix the colors she desires have met with little success.
Whoa! Where did you come from? Are we playing charades? Sorry, we didn't catch any of that. Huh! Looks like she's taken an interest in your pack.
Perhaps you carry suitable colors on your person.
We don't usually carry around stuff like that. Speaking of which, where did you find the paint? No offense, but you, don't look like the painting sort.
This little one was quite impatient, so I made some paint using the colorful flowers nearby.
Huh. Could Luanatar be looking for other colorful things to make paint with then? Come on, let's see what we've got in our packs. Okay, relax. Don't worry, we're Will these do?
Yes, the Kuhenki looks quite satisfied.
Man, Paimon never knew Kuhenki could do art.
Kuhenki are much like us, in truth. Each one has its own personality and hobbies.
Wait, does that mean you can tell all the Kuhenki and Krai apart from each other?
The ones I've met, yes.
Huh, that's impressive. Especially because, other than Luanatar, all the other Kuhenki kind of look the same. So, what is this little painter's name?
Name?
Wait, they do have names, don't they?
We recognize each other, and that's enough. We don't need names. I don't have one either.
That doesn't mean you have to continue the cycle. Let's think. Luanatar means a creature born beneath the moon goddess's blessing. So, what would painting be in the language of the Frost Moon Scions?
I think it would be... Naus? Malaus? Yes, Malaus.
Ooh, sounds nice! Let's go with that! What is it, Malaus? Done with your painting? Whoa! What in the... This is amazing! Paimon was expecting something a lot more childish. Or, you know, Melusine-like.
The Kuhenki are adept at sensing their surroundings. When it comes to recreating what they've seen, they tend to capture things exactly as they were. Hmm? Oh, it looks like Colomina when she was first born. Huh? Mama said your birth was recorded by the Frost Moon Scions, but this painting does look a bit different. This little one, Malaus, was one of the first Kuhenki born. It's possible this is Malaus's interpretation of how things looked back then. Seems like you're trying to help us to get to know your goddess, huh, Malaus? Don't worry, Malaus. We appreciate it. We're all friends here. Wow, that was quick! You finished another painting already? Hmm? This must depict the Frost Moon Scions worshipping Colomina as their goddess. Huh. What's she doing by the altar? The details are too small to make out. Oh! So she was eating the offerings! Was I not supposed to? Oh, no. It's just a bit... unconventional? Well, they were delicious. Fair point. Yes, I understand. Give me your hand. It's not like that. This is proof that we're friends.
Alright, and I think that's everything. I don't know what these quests here are. But okay. Right, I gotta go for just a moment. And then we're back onto the main story. Fuck me. Don't even know what we're talking about. Fuck the reef. Don't know what that's talking about. I have no clue about quest is. Right, be on in just a moment. Alright, what's the time? It is 6:30. Okay. We got a couple hours. I would like to get through at least one chapter. I want to get through all the chapters of the story. And then I want to do exploration. From my experience, I did not enjoy the exploration much, and that's why I haven't done much of it. It's unfortunate because the exploration is the best part of Genshin. But yeah, from my experience, the Nod Krai exploration was not fun. That's why I haven't done it yet. Maybe this is what it meant? This spot? The reef or whatever the fuck? Feels like there's not a lot of exploration because, again, I went through this whole area in literally like less than 10 minutes. I was on this island for less than 10 minutes, and this is how much exploration percent I got. So it's kind of fucking crazy. Actually, to be fair, I spent a little bit more time up here. I did open a couple chests up here because I was getting flowers for Iluga. But otherwise, I've done barely anything here. So this is a surprising amount of exploration percent. We do have a key. So let's spend that real quick. Obviously, I want to start stacking up pools for Flynn's.
Quick, let's pack it up.
And this also builds up talent books as well. Terrific. Alright, let's continue. I would love for Navia to be viable, because I like her playstyle, I like her fashion, I like the concept of Geo as an element.
It's been a few days since we set by
I just think it's underwhelming in how it performs.
Still no news about Rarer, though. Where could he have slunk off to?
Actually, now I think about it, the Lunar Crystallize is actually the kind of thing I wanted Geo to do from the start.
No way we've seen the last of him.
So I'm kind of glad it's here, but unfortunately
You
it's
must be the
fucking
traveler
Lunar
in Paimon?
bullshit.
Mr. Flint has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious wild hunt attack over at the quarry. He thinks it's time to regroup and figure out a plan.
But yeah, like, Navia is not a good character. Her damage is not impressive. I know I'm not using her signature set, but I don't think her signature set would help her that much. That's kind of why I'm quite reluctant to put the effort in to get it. Right now, she has pretty good stats. This is pretty damn good stats. She also has her signature weapon. Her talents are maxed out, almost. But yeah, this is not her best set. It's one of her better sets. Especially if you're using Farina. Which she isn't right now. But this is like her third best set. Yeah, so this is her number one set. So this gives a 50% geo damage bonus and 18% attack. 50% geo damage bonus, isn't that crazy? She already has 46% there. And then this gives 36% damage bonus. So the value of that 50% is at least cut in half. Does a Luger give damage bonus percent? don't really know. But regardless, that damage bonus is heavily and the attack percent, but both stats are quite heavily what's the fucking term? Diluted? So they aren't as strong as they sound. It's still obviously an upgrade to what I have on her right now, but not enough of one where I feel like I care enough to actually go to her domain. Well, I would love Navia to do more damage because then I'd be more willing to use her.
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
He's not seriously still getting stronger? What's his endgame here?
Ah, everyone's here already. Hey, we made it. So, what's going on?
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol. As you can see, the crystalline itself is physically intact, but the Kuvaki it contained is all but completely diminished.
And we're sure that Rerir did this.
Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to contain. The consequences could be catastrophic.
Traveler, do you remember when we encountered Rerir just after regaining his body? There wasn't a shred of sanity left. Nothing but madness and rage.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then he started raving about how nothing in this world mattered to him. Oh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's still out there, lurking somewhere in Not Krai, waiting for his chance to strike? Oh, even chillier.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage. If he has such overwhelming strength, why would he suddenly go into hiding?
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, I'd just take it by force. No point staying in the shadows. Unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly go smoothly.
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their tracks so perfectly?
Beats me.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality. It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
That actually sounds about right. He was ranting away to himself the whole time, like he had zero interest in talking to us.
There are many unanswered questions here. He could be right under our noses, and we'd still be in the dark. Besides his name and title, we know little about him. Certainly nothing about his past, or what he might be hoping to achieve.
Exactly. And we wouldn't even know where to begin looking. Even Boss hadn't heard of the Reikir of Solnari before all this. I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nodcry, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. And if we want to investigate him, we have no idea where to look. Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us, and we still barely held our ground. If we had to face him alone... Oh, Paimon's head hurts just thinking about it. What are we supposed to do against a threat this big?
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Given that he attacked the quarry, I'd say it's likely he'll target other places rich in Kuvaki. Somewhere like the Eye of Krai, or the Pillar of Embla. One thing's for sure. If we just sit back and let him keep absorbing Kuvaki, we really won't stand a chance against him.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis. However, it is worth noting that these two locations are quite far apart. To investigate them both, we'll need to split up.
I agree, we should split up. Right now, Rarir's goal seems to be gathering Kuvaki, not fighting us directly. Once we're done, let's regroup on Hisi Island.
Wait, why Hisi Island?
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki-rich ore, was it not?
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his. I should head back and start evacuating the pilgrims.
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But I guess we don't have much choice, right? We're in a race against time here.
And if we do run into Rarir, what then?
That's when you follow the third rule of treasure hunting. Run like the wind.
Didn't you say the third rule was go with the flow?
I don't know. Did I? Anyway, whatever. In this situation, go with the flow means go find backup.
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rarir, do not pursue him. Get out of the area and alert the rest of us as soon as possible. We need to put safety first.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Anefa, let's go.
Any leads?
Nope. Diddly squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It's like he's a ghost. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second. Oh, I hate this feeling. I'd rather face him head on than be left hanging like this.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How about you, Flint's?
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious individual. But by the time I got to his place, he was already gone. Almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that, or he's just extremely cautious and doesn't stay in one place for long.
He's been biding his time for a while now. The question is, where or what is his next target?
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession. If he did still want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
All we can do now is hope that Aino and Anefa turn up some leads. Darn it, Rarir! If you've got the guts, come face me one-on-one! Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it, I swear!
No, it's coming from Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Let's get over there, quick!
I already saw this cutscene because for some reason I posted it on Instagram.
Stop him!
Back when this update first came out. God, this was months ago. This came out.
This is insane.
Something I was just thinking earlier is that, like, back in the day, Genshin did not reserve cutscenes for fight scenes. Something I was flashing back to earlier was the motherfucking Wanderer story quest. And how the cutscene map wasn't a fight scene or anything. It was just Wanderer turning into Wanderer. And it's still the best cutscene the game's ever had, probably.
I will find a way.
Watch out.
Hardly any action or anything in it. Just dope as fuck character moment. Which is what these cutscenes should be used for, so they can fully animate and give emphasis to character moments. But instead they're now just doing it for fight scenes. And like I said, I already don't find these that fun to watch. As far as fight scene animation goes. I acknowledge these took a lot of work to make, but I don't find them that compelling. I don't know really what it is.
Find them. Even if it means turning this.
I think part of it is that, like, the characters' power sets are whatever the fuck the game feels like making up on the spot. That's kind of a problem with a lot of, like, modern magic systems where there's no rules established or anything.
Barely made it out of there alive.
And so because they'll just whip up whatever needs to happen for the scene, you're not really, like, invested in anything. Because you can't be. You physically can't be because there's no
I doubt
rules.
his strength could even be measured by conventional standards.
There's a video which keeps popping up in my feed, which I keep seeing in my feed, and I'm like, oh, I should watch that sometime, and then I just don't watch it. It's like, it's a video about Stranger Things, and it's like, uh-oh, fucked up magic system, Stranger Things.
Yeah,
So it's obviously like a
we
series or
didn't see how
something
it all
about
started.
magic
It all
systems in
escalated
films
so quickly, we had
or
no
TV.
choice but to step
And it's
in.
like, oh, just their magic systems, just hold out your hand and
Shed any
scream.
light on the situation?
And yeah,
Kutar. Cross-checking
becomes really
database.
repetitive in Stranger Things.
I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the Moon God?
Wait, she's the moon goddess? Oh, no wonder she looks just like all those statues.
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon, and just as many why they might despise it. I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me. Why he holds me in such contempt, I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon, it's no surprise that I am
Okay, something I meant to do earlier is that
Kutar.
I remember, of
There are
course,
many potential
previously, like,
motives.
we were
For
complaining
instance,
about how
you
they've
help the
turned
traveler
all of the
escape
two
his
harbingers,
grasp.
literally all of them,
This
into
could
good
be his way
guy.
of taking revenge. It is also
Um,
possible that he covets the Kuvaki
I've seen people
inside
say,
you
oh, well,
and seeks to
Columbina
take
was
it for
never
his own.
established
The
as,
list
like,
goes on.
scary or anything. That was
But
purely
right
fanon,
now,
just based on
devising a
her
counter-strategy
singing
should
in that
be your
one
number one
promo video.
priority. The likelihood of this location being discovered
Which,
is
I mean,
close
to be fair,
100%.
A counter strategy.
to be fair, is kind of creepy in that video. But I want to cross-reference that against character dialogues from Arlecchino and Tartaglia. I don't have one,
So
but
as long as we can sneak out of Nodcry undetected.
um,
No, I can't say that. Come on, Yehoda. This is serious stuff. You can't suggest we all just.
which is a shame. I would like to get Wonder, but I feel like now I have Chaska, there really is no point because he's basically just a worse Chaska in terms of how he
But
plays.
what other choice do we have? We are facing
Granted,
an
he's a little bit
enemy
more
we cannot
fast-paced
possibly
than
defeat
Chaska.
in battle.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Yeah, I want to pull up their dialogues. Where the fuck are we?
Doesn't that make sense?
I want to pull up their dialogues, because, like, people made the same kind of excuse for Arlecchino and said, oh no, it's only ever Fanon that Arlecchino is evil, even though, no, they clearly present her that way in the trailers and everything.
What is it,
and even in the story at times they present her as evil, super evil.
Accustomed to life without their goddess.
And also, Tartaglia clearly says she is batshit fucking insane.
So you needn't ask me to stay.
And you can just say, oh, that's just Tartaglia's view of her, but then that's something you have to justify in the story.
Yeah.
And they
We
never
can't
do
just
that.
call it quits after
So then Tartaglia
everything
just
we've
has a
been through
line,
together.
which is clearly a retcon.
Besides, she pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
River's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
But...
Kutar, I know why you left the Frostmoon Scion so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you
Also,
to
we know
perform
for a
miracles
fact it's
for
a
them,
fucking
as if
retcon.
that were their
We know that
entitlement.
for a fucking
If it were
fact,
me,
because we weren't supposed to
I
go
might
to
have walked away
Nodfry.
too. But
We
I
know that
believe
they
that
made up
time
all of this story,
can
so you wanted to
change
delay
everything.
Sneznaya.
And that sometimes it
This
takes
was never
losing
meant to
something
fucking exist
precious
before, like,
to
probably 2
appreciate
years
its
ago when
true
we started
worth.
developing it.
After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frostmoon Scions need you. Any
They had a
relationship
vision
based
for
on
Columbine and
need
then they
is
changed
purely
it. So I'm pretty sure she also had a different design
What I
when we
truly
saw her in
hope
that promo video,
is
and
that
that's the
you'll
only time we
choose
ever
to
saw her
stay,
prior to
not
this
out of
the
obligation,
quest.
but as part of our family. You were born here, and now you've returned. Who knows? Perhaps it was the moonlight that guided you home.
Shut up, Lauma.
Thank you, Lauma.
Love the
But
sparkling
my
on
power
her
is
mask.
on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now. Very well then.
Columbine is
I'll do
surprisingly,
as you say.
on topic of what she just said, she is surprisingly underwhelming as a character. Right, like, usually when an Archon drops, they are game-breakingly overpowered, at least at that time.
It is.
Venti
find
was
it
the
very
first ever
draining.
event banner character,
I barely
so he didn't have much
managed to pull it off
competition,
just
but he
now.
completely
And it will
trivialized the
be
game.
some time
Completely.
before I'm strong enough to do so again.
Then we got John Lee,
Rejected by
who
the
actually was
world.
really shit
My power is dwindling.
at launch. But then they
Like a
buffed him to make him the
cut off
best
from its
shielder in
source,
the game, the best
slowly
defensive unit in the
shrinking
game,
away.
just as a whole at that time.
Now,
Raiden
it
came
has
out,
almost run dry.
and she
What do you
was the
mean,
best electro
rejected by
DPS in
the
the game,
world?
as well as
The
second
three
best
moons
sub
belong to
DPS,
the ancient bygone era,
as well as a
in
buffer,
which they came into being.
and a bunch of the game's
From
best
the
teams
moment I
then
was
used her.
born, the world
Raiden
itself
National was like one of the
has
best
been
teams in the game at the time.
steadily sapping away at my strength. The three moons are not one
Then we
and the
got
same.
Nahida, and to this
As
day,
the
Nahida
goddess
is
of
still
the
one of the best
Frost
characters in the game.
I cannot wield the powers of the other two.
Fuck anyone that says she
Yet
isn't.
moonlight has a way of blending together.
Well, it's true, but like a
Each
bunch
can
of
reflect
probably
the
most
other's
top tier
glow.
teams no longer
So when
include
our
her.
fingers touched,
Is also
I
just
was
if you look
able
at
to restore my
how
strength
many teams
by drawing
Nahida has,
Kuvaki
and is
from the
still
eternal moon's
a
marrow.
viable slot in
But
for
this method of
even
recovery
most
is
of the whole game.
painfully slow. If only
The
we
main
could find
competition, really, for that would be the next Archon, Freena,
It's the
who,
wild
with
hunt!
her release, was game-changingly
Even
overpowered,
faster than we expected. We'll have to finish this conversation later.
and is still to this day
See
the
how those
best
wild
support
hunt
in the
creatures
game.
are running away from us. They're likely just a scouting party, which means Rerir won't be
As
far
well as the
behind.
best sub DPS in the
Then
game
what are
as
we
well.
waiting for? Let's get the heck out of here!
Freena is the best sub DPS, right? I feel fairly confident in saying that. Oh. We run?
Defensive mode engaged. Annihilation mode.
Oh, they just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
I don't know how any of these characters' kits work.
Rear's closing in on us. You need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Guitar's house to escape. This goes on much longer.
Hang on. Okay. 55 crit rate, 199 crit damage, 630 EM. He has a signature weapon. Okay. And he's C3. Okay, so let's just ignore his damage numbers. They cannot be trusted. I have no reflection of how loud this thing works.
Beware the creatures of the night.
I don't know how should I use his elemental burst in rotation.
Close your eyes to dust. Observe.
Leave this place. By the thrust, Mother.
Preparing for dust up.
The long sleep beckons. Close your eyes.
Okay, why? My... Okay, don't know what that did for me. But cool. I'm a little bit scared. Did we win? Whose fucking sword is that? Oh, it's fine. That sword does not fit his design. Which in a way makes it actually fit his design. So if he's an adventurer, he would have a sword which doesn't fit his armor. So actually I'm okay with it.
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Ooh.
Who are you? Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir? Whoa!
Uncle?
You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe. We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe. We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe. What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Okay, I'm not joking. Was he given motherfucking... Oh, what's his name? I'm so sorry. I should remember your name. I really should. David Hayter. Was he given David Hayter's Solid Snake as a reference?
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
You can kind of hear it, right?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
The kind of growliness of it. It's like Solid Snake, but if Solid Snake played Fortnite for a living. That is to say, I hate it.
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
I don't know about you, but I always pictured Varka as like an old, wise guy who was super battle-hardened, but specifically emphasis on the old part. Which, I mean, that is kind of fanon, but I think it's more interesting what I've done with him. Rather than mean this is literally his first actual appearance in the story.
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
Yeah, so far I'm not very interested in Varka, which sucks, because he's actually one of the characters I've been most interested in for the game's entire history. So I've been hyping him up since the game came out, man.
Wow! Where are
And so far I've just been completely underwhelmed by him. I don't like his design, it's literally just
well, that goes
adventure-y.
without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Krai.
I don't like the voice
and
actor so
contact hub
far.
for the Northern Intelligence
And I
Network.
don't like his kit.
AKA the black market of intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. Their headquarters are in Krai, but they've got contacts in every nation. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. This is where we meet, so naturally, it's secure. Anyway, where were we? Folks from Krai should be pretty familiar with me by now, but I believe this is the first time we've met. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
We've heard all about you. This meeting's been a long time coming. You look way younger than Paimon expected, but you definitely have that Grand Master vibe.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from Amsfartnir without a wink of sleep, only to get right into another fight with that freshly revived maniac.
Another? You mean you fought him before?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt. The rest, you already know.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days? Because he sees you as a threat?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still be gathering power. He's clearly working up towards something.
Note to self, Uncle Varka's strength rating officially upgraded.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly has been happening in Krai? Why is the Wild Hunt returned in humanoid form? And why is it after you?
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this Wild Hunt activity in Krai is the work of the Raker of Solnari, one of the 5 sinners. That's a lot to take in. Need some time to wrap my head around it all.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka. You stood with us against the Wild Hunt, and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. And then, the one time you're away, it all comes to a head and all your hard work gets undone.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. That's just life. No one knows what tomorrow holds. You can't predict which way the wind will blow next. And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. Turns out, we were just delaying the inevitable. But now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different course.
A new variable? You mean... us?
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature, but Rerir is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere. That said, while I know I was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal Kuvaki blast. I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log. a Nodkrai and Ratnik's field journal, and Kuvaki survey log.
Oh. No. Still doesn't ring a bell.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do now is hope that our mystery ally keeps showing up when we most need them. Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here on out, we'll have to resolve this crisis by ourselves. Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfarnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there. But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but clearly, it served its purpose. I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. So maybe luring me away was all a part of his plan. But is it even possible that he orchestrated all of this by himself? The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari, Nodkrai of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So, what do we do now? Got any ideas?
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. Let's go through them one by one. First, we need to figure out how to take down Rarir. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter. To my knowledge, the bulk of Nodkrai's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Rarir in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our own?
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. And the Iridescent Moon was the most mysterious. They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. Enough to shape the workings of the world itself. I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting?
The iridescent moon, the last piece in the puzzle.
That's right. If we can find the Iridescent Moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold further secrets beyond our understanding.
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one major condition. How do we locate the iridescent moon's marrow?
I know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
The Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette?
Yes. I must speak with Sandrone.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
Then that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, we need to figure out Rarir's end goal. As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his Wild Hunt form, everything he did was for the sake of recovering his body and resurrecting himself. His first act since then, after laying low for a while, was to try and assassinate this young lady. People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Raker of Solnari. The Wild Hunt has plagued Nodkrai for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Nodkrai has a clue, and she has info coming out of her ears.
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
Ah! She hurt me!
Boss! What are you you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal. But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Details, details. Miss Neffer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect time. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rarier. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions in Krai. We can't do this without the Curatorium, but I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place, Neffer? Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network? And isn't it supposed to be super hidden?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Krai without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig. Of course I know where the meeting place is.
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel you're after, she's your woman. Pretty much seen and heard it all.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble, huh? Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis. On behalf of the Curatorium of Secrets, I wish you all the best of luck.
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
What if we told you we can't do this without you?
Oh? Then I'd say, you'd better make it worth my while. I don't work for free.
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, you and I have always been polar opposites in this regard. So I can't exactly say I didn't see this coming. If you insist on compensation, I will pay you. Consider this a formal commission. Sound fair?
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a moon chanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box around among the faithful.
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, maybe you can take the difference out of my next few paychecks. Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rarier. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder by now. I'd be gone for good, boss. If there's any way we can make this work, I'd really like to help her. Please? I'm begging you.
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. They are the hardest debts to repay. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But just this once. Don't count on this happening again. Flynn's, that fragment that Rarier was after, do you still have it on you?
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Shh. This is top secret information.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, I know we can count on you, so we'll leave the intel gathering in your hands. And that brings me to the third and final item. We need to find a way to distract him. We need time to make our move, so someone will have to stall him. I'm in for this part, no matter what. Anyone coming with?
Count me in too.
Come off it, you two. Quit playing heroes. I'm way ahead of you here. And Neffa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over at the Kramkake craft shop. Anyone who's in, follow me. Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Krai. So as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and won't be able to track you down.
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
All right then, we'll split into 3 teams. Once your team has finished their mission, return here and wait for the others. Dismissed!
Fuck me. How long was that fucking cutscene? We're still going. Okay. When we're done, when we next get to
Lady
gameplay, I'm gonna
Gamfleck.
just take a clip and see how long it has
And
been.
you two. What are you doing at the
Holy
Kavaki
shit.
Experimental Design Bureau? We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this, you're seriously pressing your luck. Don't blame us for doing what we have to.
You really think that's gonna scare us off?
We're not looking for any trouble. I just want to see Sandrone.
Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us? Out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against, we'll let you leave in one piece. But don't even think about trying to get inside.
Let them in.
But...
Are you going to make me repeat that?
No, my lady.
Sandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance day.
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time? Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbina. I don't owe you anything.
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here.
The longer
only reason I let you in was because
Sandrone is on screen,
like a way to
the
kill
more I
some
love her
time
design.
satisfy my own
It's gonna be
curiosity.
fucking criminal if she doesn't look
Whatever
unplayable.
miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past,
Still think she's literally like,
plot
what,
enough to even consider
second best designer of the game, like Kinky
for your
Motion gave her, but she is up there.
With Arlecchino.
What? Huh? You mean the knave?
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in Krai?
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Krai are me and... what is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Selene and Annette, I know they're making an appearance at
If I'm
some
going
point
to
in this
face
quest.
him, I must first retrieve the lost moon.
I don't know if it's this quest specifically, it's just at some point in Not Cry. I know they're making an appearance.
Is that a no then?
Also, I'm deliberately not speeding up any voice lines because I want to let this play for its full length.
This close to settling
So I
things
want to
with
see
him
how long this cutscene
before
is.
someone decided to whisk me away to their weird little garden.
Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 is coming to PS5.
Tea parties?
The fucking thingy, blah blah blah.
obviously. You don't
Metal Gear
seriously
Rising
think
isn't,
we'd pack it all in
so I
just
want to
because
die,
you
but
aren't here.
we got
If
2 other Metal Gear
anything,
games with
they've
it.
been more
so that's
eventful
cool.
than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of insolent, insensitive guests who won't stop asking where you've gone. Oh, they've been a real joy.
I bet
I barely
you
fought
served
for
them the
Manfred for that.
worst tea you have. Just like you used to do to me when I upset you.
Oh, I already understand why there's so much Yuri
Who
over these
cares
two.
about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people. First Rosaline, now you. I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian goddess who's only ever had the plain herbal tea she received as offerings?
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just to see how I'd react?
Well, duh. Why else? Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment. Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. But I guess we won't be streaming
Thanks,
him again.
Lumine Internal Dialogue, for just saying the part out loud.
Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia! Have Febronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for tea. Will suffice.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons, so I'll be leaving one of them in her care.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? If my tea meant that much to you, maybe quitting the Fatui wasn't your brightest move. Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one would have dared come at you so openly.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. At the end of the day, it was just another transaction. I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a bottomless supply of power. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people, but I see the same greed in their eyes.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do. The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded everything from you in return, until it was more than you could bear. I get why you left. And frankly, I have no interest in dragging you back just because the higher-ups told me to. But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real. Guess that's our cue to leave? That might be your plan. But it sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer. Huh? What do you mean? See for yourselves.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters is headed straight for the facility.
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area! I'll handle this.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself?
Huh. You'll be lucky to make it out of this
She's
alive.
very Fontaine
You really
coded,
think
isn't
you
she?
can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war. Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in the weapons system. Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the 2nd floor. It'll take you right to the plains out back. Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you.
Do we have gameplay? Nope. Nope. I'm counting this all as one cutscene.
Come on,
I'm really curious,
because
because genuinely, the longest cutscene in video game history is the end of Metal Gear Solid 4, 90 whole fucking minutes.
Let's see who comes out
This
on top.
this feels like it's coming up on that. Holy shit, it has been so long. Oh, okay, this counts. Okay, this counts. What happens if we fuck this up? Okay, so that counts. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Never mind, I think it was not even half an hour. It felt very fucking long. It felt like a very long cutscene. Now this is making me think, wouldn't it be fun if, like, Sandrone's ultimate turned you just played as a mech and it was like this, and this just did like a base fucking 200,000 damage or something. Just this, like, no elemental reaction or anything, just really big chunky damage, and it just feels fucking great. Well, that'd be awesome. Though a lot of ultimates in Genshin nowadays don't feel like ultimates. There's something Warframe nailed recently with Uriel.
That's it. Keep them pinned down.
Uriel's ultimate truly feels like an ultimate because you have to charge up, but then it feels really fucking strong once you actually deploy it. I would love Genshin to take that approach or something. It is sad that to me this feels way better in turret sections than Doom Eternal or Doom Dark Ages. Uh-oh.
Finally, the Ranger himself. Time to... Huh? Where'd he go? Uh-oh.
So at least there's novelty in this, and this is a little bit different to how Genshin usually operates, and it's actually being used as a storytelling device here. Holy fucking shit! Wait, this is the first instance of storytelling via gameplay in Genshin's history. I just realised that. I think it's the first time they've done something other than just make you walk slowly. Holy shit.
Polonia, get him! I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
She's not here. Where did she go?
Hey! Over here, you big...
Even some fun repetition there.
Moon,
in contrast.
Go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
Oh, okay, I guess we're leaving. Remember when I said I wanted to check out the voice lines about Columbina? Yeah, we're never going to get to that, are we?
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past? It almost looks like some kind of ceremony.
Good deduction. But it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frostmoon Scions.
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's actually kinda nice. Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set. When do we begin?
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well. I've never faced Rarir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman. Our paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet?
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control. Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however fortunate or unfortunate we may otherwise be. So it's important to consider how to spend what lifespan we have left.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe like Rarir, there's no such thing as being too prepared. Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. Yehoda, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better.
Eh? Find who?
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was completely lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed. Trust me, she's a good person. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Quit grabbing me. I genuinely can't run any further.
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she is. After that rude awakening, she could have completely snapped at us. But instead, she kept it together and just asked for an extra fee.
Dori Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
If you want to make it big in Krai, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. And she also did me a big favor in the past. It was back when I first arrived in Krai. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted. And when you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation.
Why are you playing the Hustle and Bustle Port almost?
Was there to swoop in and save
Why is it the
the day.
best theme,
I've been giving her a
the best music to ever come out of
discount off all
Genshin?
of my goods ever since. Now,
Fucking
so that
infuriates
no
me.
one here
This
feels
is a
left out,
genuinely
I'm willing
lovely
to
piece of
extend
music.
a
I
20%
fucking love
discount
Hustle and
to fellow
Bustle Port
friends of
almost.
Boss Nefer.
And it's
Plus,
for
any
one of the
other
most
friends you send my way
unimportant
will enjoy
locations in the
10%
whole
off.
fucking game.
What can I say? The Great Lord Sung in the Bay is nothing.
Which,
if not
outside of
generous.
events, and even then, there's not many events in it, you spend like
So,
5 minutes
let me
there.
guess.
So it's
You've
like
run into
2
some
chests
trouble?
of the whole area, and then you're just
I've
done.
got everything you could possibly need. And the
It's
more
insane,
you buy,
man.
the more you'll save.
Still, to this day, I
You
distinctly
guessed
remember
correctly.
that music
have you got
playing
in
as
the
I
way of
entered Sumeru
survival
City
gear?
for the first time.
The one
Maybe
type
I'm
of
just
gear I've
stupid.
never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academia's labs? An ancient suit of armor dredged
The
up
other
from
day,
the
I
bottom
was
of
looking
the
through
sea?
old screenshots, and I
At the
found the
very
screenshots
least,
from when
I
I
need to know what
first
kind of
pulled
opponent you're
Makida,
dealing with here. If
and
even
the
you're
first time I
worried
entered
about staying
Sumeru City,
alive,
and it was
it
crazy.
must be pretty serious.
It really took me back to
What if I
back when I
told you it's someone
really
with the power
fucking
to bring a
loved this game.
nation to its knees?
I still do love it, but as a
Is that
tough
so?
love kind of vibe now.
Then we really are talking top-shelf treasures.
Also, I love that music is just spooky.
I don't have anything like that in stock right now.
I don't have the
I'll
energy
have to
to
ask my
fucking
supplier.
skip through this.
Your supplier?
I'm gonna let it play. Whenever I get bored,
Powerful
I just
woman,
look at
make
my
no
phone.
mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit Krai in the near future. If you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here. Can't say exactly how long that'll be, though.
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter?
Of course not. I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No, no! This is for my personal use only!
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, all right? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one. A win-win situation, don't you think?
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. You will see many strange things in your mind's eye. So remember, don't be frightened, and don't make a sound. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past. I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian. Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings. Unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Unlikely. It was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday. Anyway, I'll keep exploring.
Hi, River. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu. I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
They didn't sign their name. But they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Thelindis was tied up with something and couldn't make it. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good. But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
Thelindis. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that? I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind of thing I like to eat.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Conria don't have many options when it comes to dining.
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it and keep it somewhere safe.
Making a big purchase. I wonder what it is. He really is a professional. Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain... Did Rerir rip it out himself?
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool. The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled. It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could still beat to the rhythm of love.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. Why would he go to the trouble of hiding that? The burial place of a fallen moon.
Rerir, over here.
Dane! Oh, and, Vedelfin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Hello there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside of court. He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink.
Oh.
Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Well,
I'm
fucking
flattered.
show him to us.
So,
I want to see him.
what are we discussing today?
Hey,
Vetaphone is definitely a name we've heard
as far
before.
as
I
see
recognize it.
We don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
I think
Who'd
we
have
can
thought the
tell there's
great
not even a
Twilight
capital
Sword
there.
was an even greater gossip.
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah.
I recognize
She told
Dains's
me that a
voice
few
actor
years ago. I
from.
wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now. A member of the King's Guard.
Yeah, of
Quite
course.
the cover story. Does the king himself even know?
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
Me? Same old, same old. Nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved? It's nothing.
Vetafolnir, Dainslif's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary, and said to possess a wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades? Why did he react so strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rere looked like back in the day. Perfectly normal. No different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be.
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been? Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
God, I wish I had a girlfriend.
Went for a drink with
Oh,
Dane in the
damn his
after
eyes!
work.
Holy! Oh my
Isn't
god!
that a good thing?
Holy shit, they're blue. Oh my! Oh,
Vetafolnir showed up.
I'm
today,
tearing
too.
up. Oh my god!
You know,
Whoa!
Dainslif's older brother.
Oh!
Ah,
Oh god!
Mr. Vetafolnir.
Ooh.
Yes, I've heard of him.
Her eyes
They
also
say that
so pretty.
everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Dainslif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You could be such a child sometimes, Revier. We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Revier. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
So, you do remember. Tell me
That
then.
dialogue was kind of
What's your
piss,
answer?
wasn't it?
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
Like this line. What is this line? God. You can't lie to me. I'm your
Take
brother.
your time. Just Don't keep me waiting forever.
Fucking Netflix ad.
Nobody's.
Write the story in case the viewers going on their phone. Fucking dialogue.
In the eyes of people like Battlefield and Dainsleif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly?
God damn. But she's just in the corner. He's just...
Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference. Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything.
Okay, something is wrong with me. I was about to say those the candles are transparent when they're not. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Ever more intense. The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace? Thelendis? It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon.
Also,
like
for
us.
once, Genshin's actually using its art style in the regular game
against us either.
to actually its benefit.
Keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
See? You just need to stay positive, Riviere.
Jarvis, pull the trigger.
I can feel your warmth.
Oh God.
You're right there, right by my side.
Jarvis, please. I can't do this anymore.
In a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
Fucking hell, Genshin.
You're right, Thelendis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better.
It should have
Getting
been me,
caught up
not
about things
him.
Like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Relax.
Whoa.
I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things.
But
Let's
Genshin
take
usually
it
doesn't
one thing
use this
at a
actual
time,
the game's
alright?
art style to actually any benefit. It is just is this art style because it's anime and so it's a gacha game. So it has to have his art style. Usually, obviously, the art style for cutscenes is definitely used, but usually the actual game itself never uses it. But here they're actually using it, like they're casting his face in shadow and actually making a really interesting lighting setup for this scene. It's actually kind of crazy. Doing like basic storytelling.
It seems like
It's wild.
Ririer was deliberately
And
hiding his ties
it's
to the
fun.
intelligence
So-
services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Venster King's Guard. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do. Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work? Let's dig a little deeper.
So obviously, like, she probably got brutally murdered. Ooh. Well, that's cute. Isn't it? Okay, so now I am cute. Okay, how are they actually doing that? How have they done that? Is it a replicated thing? I mean, no, because we can see around the side of it, so I guess... I mean, okay, yeah, you can see our cape partially being reflected there. So it's just like a model replacement. That's cool. That's funky. It's buggy, but it's cool. But yeah, if I had a girlfriend that hot and she died, I'd turn evil too,
success,
to be fair.
And all thanks to you, Rahier of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon and 67 accomplices.
6, 7?
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
Indeed, it cannot be denied.
Yet
it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Vinster King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity. Conria has no further need for a dead moon.
Does 4 have like a literal translation?
Alas, there will always
Obviously,
be those
being
who
the name of
refuse
the
to
god
see
of
the
thunder.
truth, choosing instead to romanticize
I wonder
the
if
past.
it literally means lightning.
That's not
hell,
entirely true.
I would presume means some kind of leader, because it
worthy of
refers to a
remembrance.
leader in destiny.
And that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored.
So that's actually interesting.
Many of its secrets remain
Might Google that
unsolved to this
later.
day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to.
You still haven't...
Sorry, what? There's so much yapping in this quest. There's so much. But I'm actually... They're actually trying a little bit.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life.
That's a line of
any more
dialogue.
than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as
That's a
heck
line
be
of
the one to
dialogue.
pay for it. Speaking
That's
of
a
which,
line of dialogue.
we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon.
That was like 4 or 5 rough lines in a row.
About my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Take care, Rahier of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
Thanks, Thorkel. You look after yourself, too.
Let me actually Google that right now.
I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things you cannot
Whether
know.
by spring or
The
river,
moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past.
into a spring
Yet even now,
north.
with the sun shining high in the sky,
Okay, never
there
mind.
are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect the Lindis.
Rerir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir's reaction. Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like. I've investigated this whole area now. There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try somewhere else? Wait a second. What's this black smoke?
So, he's late after all. Just you wait, Rerir. You're in for it. Big time.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying. May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
How does this link to Arlecchino? No, because Arlecchino summoned the Red Moon in her fight, didn't she? Is it in her burst animation as well? I don't remember. And she has the same eyes. What the fuck is going on? I don't know the Genshin lore, so I don't think it's worth paying attention to. It is actually interesting me a little bit because of a connection.
Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rarier, and he claims to be one of the King's Guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
How strange. Rarier was nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to the Lindis. Rarier couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
Okay, I'm actually really interested. What is the link to Arlecchino?
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rarier's fragment?
Also, so Arlecchino's eyes being like that actually has fucking lore relevance. I always thought it was just, fuck it, we've given up. She just has fucking crosshairs for eyeballs. No, that actually has lore implications.
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no
I remember like the Crimson Moon popping up in her story quest, and I was just like, okay, I know what this means.
We're not worthy.
Okay, cool. And then it's just gone, just like that.
I'm itching
Okay, there's some connection there. I don't know if the connection really means anything, but that is
I'm
cool.
just as curious as you are, but the ceremony only allows for limited time inside. That's all we can see for now. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
So far, so good.
I have a bad feeling. We've been in this quest like an hour and a half, I think now.
The group with the Traveler.
There's no end in sight. This might be a long
it's all
one.
Going smoothly.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know Boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but
Well,
feel
at least,
free to head back
like
and
in
meet up
Star
with the
Rail,
others.
we're on like chapter 3. In Star Rail, each of these chapters would be like 50 fucking hours long. And they would convey like 1/10 of the information. There's already not a lot of information being conveyed here.
2 days now. These things just won't quit. They might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked. Oh, that's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game over. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rarier. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again. Oh, guess you're right. All right. Time to zip it.
Oh, damn. Hang on. Let me mark that.
Quick, hide! We almost got spotted. Phew. That was a close call.
Oops. Game, Jesus Christ.
Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle.
I just gave a game praise for actually doing storytelling and gameplay, and then it does that.
Oh, they're so into these things.
Paimon, can you fucking stop? Was the unfortunate thing is obviously I've forgotten. I mean, when we came back, we were in like the second half of chapter 2, I think, Act 2. Obviously, I've completely forgotten everything in Act 1, all of the lore.
Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no, there's a fire!
Is Arlecchino actually going to make an appearance? Oh damn, okay, she's here. That design really isn't as impressive when it's outside of a cutscene, is it?
Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina.
Oh damn, she's just here. And she's playing her idol animation.
The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way.
Personally, with characters like this, I hate when they go Super Saiyan. Just keep them normal. They're way more intimidating that way. If their power is effortless, then it's cooler. But if they have to turn into a superpowered form, then it has less impact.
Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished. He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Wait a minute. I recognize that voice.
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
Best trio. They're back.
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that cat girl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you.
You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
Unfortunately to me, like, Fremine is easily the least interesting of all of them. Also, that has all their screen time. I like the little things with what, right? Damn, we're back in gameplay. Holy shit. That was long. Okay. Tartaglia, my guy. I never built him fully. So he is not worth pulling. He is not. Okay.
The Fatui Harbingers are ranked by strength, and I have no idea why that girl is number 3. I'd test my skills with every Harbinger who ranks above me if I had the chance. But when it comes to her, something just doesn't feel right. Anyway, you should be careful around her.
Alright, so Tartaglia thinks she's weird and doesn't trust her. Would Lynette have any voice lines about her? that case, I imagine Lily doesn't either. Damn, I've never actually listened to these. Okay, what other Fatui characters do I actually have? It's just Arlecchino, right? Never listened to these either.
She is a very special harbinger. Pose her a question, and the answer you receive will be entirely unpredictable, if she sees fit to give a proper answer at all. Regardless, any answer you do receive is sure to be an interesting one.
Okay. And I think that's all we have. So, I mean, overall, definitely, she's a bit weird vibe, at least. Remember, this is what he says about fucking Arlecchino.
Look, I've got nothing against people who have their own agendas. I myself joined the Fatui to get more experience in combat. But I don't like her at all. If she stood to benefit from betraying others, she'd turn against the Tsaritsa in a heartbeat. There isn't a sane bone in her body. I've seen him in battle before, and oh, what a sight it was. Perhaps I'm ranked too low for him to notice me right now. Well, he may not recognize my strengths yet, but one day, I'll show him what I'm made of.
He has a line about Varka.
Huh. Varka? Just the thought of one day going head-to-head with him in combat. The fabled knight of Boreas himself, titan of the knights of Favonius. It makes me buzz with excitement. It's a beautiful life we live in this world.
And then he has dialogue about bumming Zhongli or something. Cool. Right, so that's all we have. But yeah, I definitely think is a retcon. She was supposed to be a kind of scary fucking character. And that's what I wanted. I do like what we got. I think I may have ended up liking what I wanted even more, because I mean it was what I wanted and was expecting. They definitely are going softcore on the Fatui characters. They hyped him up to all be evil, but the last couple have all been good guys. It is a little bit frustrating. This is not a cave, but that's okay.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh?
One
Feels
piece?
like there's quite a few people missing. Where's Flint's and the others? And what about Nefer?
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Aino and Anefa to set up the decoys and buy us some time. As for Miss Nefer...
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to fill you all in on the top secret intel we've been gathering.
I see. Then let's get right into it. But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino.
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before? Wait.
Fuck's sake. That's a fucking line of dialogue.
The fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a Tea Party buddy.
You're well informed, Grandmaster.
That's a line of dialogue,
Varka. Living all the way out here in Krai, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
A Fatui Harbinger.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers, even at a time like this.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the Moon Goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here?
Nor does Krai belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that the Fatui really have been the source of many of our troubles. We have our own way of doing things here in Krai. But ever since they arrived, the Fatui have treated us with nothing but hostility.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will help her restore more of her power. Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Looks like she doesn't want to give away too many secrets after all. But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers after all. One look and you can tell she's not someone you'd want to mess with.
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Yehoda, time to share that top-secret intel.
Alright, listen up everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
The Dregs of the Crimson Moon?
Mm-hmm. In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Conrian dynasties. Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of Conria.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So, he sent the Rehir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least a would-be fiancé, called Tholindis. What's the matter?
Stephanie, Brine-daughter, Lindis.
Interesting. Anything else? What about this would-be fiancé of his? Do we know anything about her?
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret.
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contains some of Tholindis' memories, though only a very small portion.
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Tholindis was still around, Rerir appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Tholindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me, though, were these pure-blood Conrians we're talking about here?
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian... Oh yeah! Just like how...
If we could somehow find her, do you think there's any chance Rerir might regain some of his sanity?
It's possible, but it would take a miracle. We can't pin all our hopes on that. That merchant who Nefer knows, Dori Sangama Bay. Maybe we could hire her to look into it.
Alright then. Let's keep working in our separate teams. Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino will go look for the iridescent moon's marrow. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild hunt monsters had grown even more frenzied in their search for Kutar. At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too. So I'm thinking of gathering together some of our followers to go wipe them out.
I'll head back to the curatorium and meet up with the boss.
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. If that is the case, someone will need to pass the news on to Flint's. I'll hold the fort for now, then discuss our next move with Flint's, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
Alright then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. Now, I decided to call in some backup since things are getting so hairy. Our reinforcements should be here any minute now. Stay safe, everyone. Dismissed.
We're back. Did we get here a little early? Or a little late?
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, our resident moon goddess has found us a new ally, and Boss Nefer has uncovered some promising info. Everything going smoothly on your end?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. The decoys are getting taken out way faster than we imagined. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right! Inefa, could you fill in Uncle Varka on what we just discussed with Flint's?
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the Wild Hunt in Amsvartnir, you discovered that it was just a diversion. But according to Flint's intel, several outbreaks of the Wild Hunt had already occurred in Krai in the period leading up to that. That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength. In other words, in theory at least, he still lacked the means to act in two places at once.
Flint's, with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers across Krai are rallying to fight back against the Wild Hunt. They're gonna need your help. I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. But for now, you should stay here and get some rest. Anefa and I will head back over to Amsvartnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I? A deal is a deal. Not a word about my snack intake for the next week.
Database updated. Reliability of Aino's predictions increased.
What does that mean?
They were betting on how you'd respond after hearing their intel.
It's the obvious choice, isn't it? That's hardly worth betting on.
We already decided that Anefa should go investigate the situation over at Amsvartnir on her own. You might as well stay here and keep watch. Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully recovered from ambushing Rerir.
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment. Well, I appreciate it, everyone. See you when you get back.
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us all this way, would you mind telling us what you've got planned? We still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here. And if even Columbina doesn't know where the iridescent moon's marrow is, how do you?
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon, and one of the last surviving embers of the Two Worlds' flames.
Huh? Are you serious? Isn't you're a descendant of that Crimson Moon dynasty we were just talking about? The one from ancient Conria?
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the signs had been there all along. When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. It coursed like blood through my veins and smoldered away inside my nerves. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw away at me, consuming me from the inside out. Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse, but once I became a harbinger, the Jester apprised me of the truth. Together with my own investigations, over the past few years, there are several things that I have gradually come to understand. For instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon, fused with the abyss to prolong its lifespan. Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the abyss. You all understand the nature of the abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hungers for my soul. This strange blackness is the mark of corruption it has left behind.
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you'd become a completely different person.
Yes, and that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far. It's essentially a never-ending tug-of-war.
Oh, sounds intense.
Anyway, the rest of my story can wait. Is there anything else about the Crimson Moon or the Iridescent Moon that you're unclear about?
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon that the Carians used to worship was actually the Iridescent Moon, right? Which was one of the three Moon Sisters. Does that mean that the Carians were to the Crimson Moon as the Frost Moon Scions are to the Frost Moon?
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like.
This is a loaded sentence. There's so much shit here, which it might be coherent if, you know, you played this as it came out.
Remains simply served as their link to the abyss.
I'm not doing that, so...
Later on, perhaps someone
so to me,
discovered
it's
a
all
way to make direct contact with the abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of ideological divide. Either way, a dissenting faction staged a coup and drove out the royal heirs of the Crimson Moon dynasty. Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's glow never truly faded. If you want living proof, it's standing right before you.
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar in your presence. When I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner of my eye. In your flames, I saw its broken image, surrounded by a strange black aura.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and I'd prefer not to end up as the object of an insane research project. Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, they'll have to wait. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to contain the iridescent moon's marrow yourself, you intend to leave it in my custody. Correct?
That's right. For now, it's the only way I can pay you back for your help. The iridescent moon is already part of who you are, so with its marrow in your possession, you'll be even more powerful than before.
Deal. Then let's get started.
Get what started? What does this place have to do with the Crimson Moon?
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Parenheri, also known as Leobranto Inamorato. You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era, but setting aside the tangled romances of its characters, it also records a few interesting details. In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received children from beyond the bounds of this world, and subjected them to a peculiar induction ceremony.
Beyond the bounds of this world? For real? And what kind of induction ceremony?
The Crimson Moon Sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing they might lose control, they subjected these children to a process of refinement. They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, "Within the fireplace, you have traversed the flames between two worlds. Here and now, you are born anew." The book leaves much unsaid, but I suspect that this was their way of branding the children they had enrolled, leaving an indelible mark upon them so that they would forever live in the Crimson Moon's light.
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a special space that can only be accessed temporarily through some kind of ritual.
But there's no fireplace here. Do you see a chimney anywhere? Oh, are we supposed to build it ourselves? Okay, fine. Paimon will go find some bricks.
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between two worlds. In other words, the flames that burn within me. Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Conria, people believed they could be used to bridge the gap between the two worlds of life and death. In short, I can open a passage to that space for you. That's the easy part. The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open, so I won't be able to come with you. Once you're inside, you'll have to find your own way. Very well. Then I'll open it up.
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight if you would. I may need it. Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength now. It should be enough to move us across short distances and confront whatever dangers might await.
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent. One word of advice. As you're crossing over, no matter what voices you hear,
Do not answer.
Got it.
I sense a sinister gloom inside, but also the familiar light of the moon. I feel that I am about to meet an old friend who has changed beyond all recognition. All right, let's go.
I wish I was playing as Arlecchino so I could have taken like a aura farming screenshot or something.
I sense your presence and craving death and rebirth. Wait, why are you? You have crossed over from another world, transcended fate itself. I have no right to.
Hey! Look up at the sky! A red moon! This must be the spot, right? Is that the abyss? It's practically filled the entire place! What now?
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss, and hung up aloft like mummified remains. Iridescent moon. Was this truly what you wished for?
Careful! There's something spooky about this place. Feels like something is lurking in the fog. Paimon's right behind you. By the way, Columbina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
I think this team should work fine for wherever they throw at us.
Get with me!
While the light shines bright.
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
You got this!
Champ, that's fun!
This one's got your name on it!
Huh? Huh? For real? That's way too high! There's no way we'll be able to reach it!
No. I'm not sensing anything up there. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see... Ah! There's some kind of weird shadow over the water! Wait, see that? Looks like a... device from the time of Krai. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we can activate it, we might find some clues. Hey, look at that! Now that the mechanism's running, the shadow in the water looks different. Do you think these mechanisms might be the key to unlocking the secret? Let's try to find more of them!
Felindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands. We'll be heading back now.
I hope this isn't ruining date night.
Ugh. Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks on the table.
Felindis? Is that Rear's girlfriend? How come we're hearing her voice here? Oh yeah. So...
The Abyss has made this space extremely unstable. Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here. Like echoes. Or after images.
Whenever I see this view, it takes me back to a poem from my childhood. Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel, weeping on the mountain crest. Mourning still in wistful tone, her fragile soul now laid to rest. For me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon space. Is it a coincidence? Or something more?
Stand with me!
Go get him, Aiden!
Looks like the Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
This way!
You got this!
Feeling lucky?
So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is the key to unlocking... If it really does exist, then maybe this madness can finally be put to an end. With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to access the chamber with the moon marrow. Oh, Rerir, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the root of the problem. Ever since that outsider set foot in Conria, the Vinster King has sunken deeper into madness. If only I could get my hands on that outsider.
Hey look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Elendis' voice mentioned a chamber with the moon marrow. Do you think maybe it's hidden in the moon's reflection?
It must be. For within it, I sense the fragile aura of a dying soul.
Then there's no time to lose! Let's go!
Love the music here. Feels very Halloween coded.
These things are so creepy! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow!
Alright, so obviously I see Rift Hounds over there. I'm just gonna bust down Nervalet. Still fucking hate Rift Hounds that much. Yes I am. Fuck it. Actually, no, that's unnecessary. I'd then have to change around his artifacts, and I cannot be bothered to do that. This is Verisa's best team
no
in the
matter
game.
how busy life gets, you should always...
That must be the iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
Skyward! Scatter!
Look out below! It's justice o'clock!
Frieza is so much fun to play.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Hang in there! We're so close!
Kapow!
Scatter!
It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Time!
We finally did it!
The iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning away like an undying flame, yet now contaminated by the abyss. It has taken on a new form entirely. If we can purify the abyssal power within, we should be able to obtain its untainted essence. so cold. Is it you? Are you here? Huh? At long last, I can see you once more. Our fates have crossed, and I am finally free. I'm sorry, I lied to you. Even knowing what was to come, I still couldn't let go of the fear in my heart as death drew near. The moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece. Like I was being cut into pieces by 1,000 blunt blades. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago? If only I had possessed your courage, then I might have been spared this torment more painful than death. You look so puzzled. That's how I felt too when I first saw you. But trust me when I say that everything happens for a reason. Farewell, Hypo.
What was that all about? Was that the goddess of the iridescent moon? Oh, it sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend. But not...
Perhaps. She took me for the goddess of the frost moon she once knew. For a fading soul like hers, our auras must be too similar to tell apart.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moon's map. All right, time to leave this place and... That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon,
huh?
oh lifeless damsel.
Oh. Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The Abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
Give it back! The crimson moons! My marrow! My heart! Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise.
Hey,
What are you waiting for?
Why did they just use two of Arlecchino's fucking fight quotes back to back? That's so weird. You could have her say literally anything else would be better there. That's just weird. Okay. They also posted that cutscene to Instagram. I remember seeing that.
Was that you?
I did actually watch it all the way through, but I forgot that Arlecchino showed up.
Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder it's a little angry. No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone. My hands have already fused with the Abyss. Purification would simply destroy whatever's left of them.
But surely... Oh... We're so sorry, Arlecchino.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is I was simply holding up my end of the deal. Well, Columbina.
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care. From this day forth, may the two worlds' flames burn ever more brightly.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbina, give me your hand. Accept this moonlight I offer in return. Feeling stronger?
Oh, hey, Columbina! Are you okay?
I'm fine. Our powers are a little at odds, that's all.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned. At least to the level it was at as Third Harbinger.
It's still not enough. There's no way I can hope to challenge Rayrier like this. Just one more ray of moonlight, if you would. It's okay. I can take it.
How about now? Fighting fit?
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like before. I want to see him gone from Krai. The Rayheer of Solnari and his wild hunt must be sent back where they belong.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. You certainly seem more alive now than you did earlier. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a wisp of fog drifting in from who knows where, ready to scatter at the first sign of a breeze. But now, you're full of vitality. Just like the Frost Moon, once the brightest of them all. May you keep shining, Columbina. This is who you are.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. I know you have plans of your own, and that's why you're always seeking to grow stronger. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you. I do not wish to see you go down the same path as Rayrier.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps it's time you took a new name.
A new name?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code names. They describe who she is and the roles she's played, but they're not her real name. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. Up till now, you've been living a wandering life, so you've probably never really cared. All I'll say is this. Once you've defeated Rayrier, give it some thought. All right, that's it from me. I'll get you back safely first, then go meet up with Sandrone.
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway, let's get going. There are more urgent things to do right now than trade compliments.
Oh, it's... Okay, I wasn't expecting it to just end there. Okay.
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. And that's all that matters. In other words, mission accomplished. Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing.
Okay. What's the time? That was like 2 hours. Another 2-hour quest will take us up to 11 o'clock, which I think is a little bit too late for me.
My time with the spirits taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Our bond is strong.
I'm loving this treasure hunt.
Oh dear. We could do some exploration. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I have a headache. It is not gone away. You have a whopping 9 pools. How much pity? Quite a lot. $54 pity. So we're currently at 63. So at this rate, we will get enough to guarantee a 5-star by the time Flynn's banner ends. I have blessing, don't I? Yeah. Cool. I'm not interested in the Noblesse outfit. No. Flynn's banner will also go over a monthly refresh. That's 5 pools for free. And I do have all the refreshes if I need them. I'm not that desperate for him, but
I really want to go.
I mean, up until like the other stream, I had 0 interest in him, but
as long as I have my
I'm
friends
rapidly
with me.
getting more and more interested. I actually quite like him.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Quick, let's pack it up.
Hello there. Okay, fine. So what, are you supposed to use Kuvaki? What? I don't get how these puzzles work. What the fuck is going on? I reset it. I have no clue how this works. Yeah, I can't move it. Huh? Okay, apparently I solved a puzzle. Okay. I don't really know how I solved that. Okay. It's just barely worth it. Why are you doing the charge attack? What are you doing?
Quick, let's pack it up.
Feeling lucky? Hiya! Nah! Feeling lucky? Nah! Nah!
Whoa! What a stroke of good luck!
Alright, I'm good. Oh, that's enough to level a place up. What's my standard pity looking like? Oh, pretty fucking high. It's really high. Okay, that's 76. Okay. So we can expect a standard 5-star before long. Okay. Very good. Yeah, I'm good. There's nothing else to do. I feel like continuing. Mainly because I got a headache. Honestly, I could continue. Also because it's too late. I was going to start streaming earlier today, but then I'm going to put it off for like 6 hours. But otherwise I would have continued. Genuine praises there. Like, I am interested in actually some of the story which is going on, and they're actually upping the production value. It's not much beyond just basic shit, but something at least. They used lighting to convey emotions outside of the actual properly animated cutscenes. There was some good dialogue, there was also some bad dialogue. There was some lore connections which were set up quite far in the past. Fucking Arlecchino's story quest was like a year and a half ago? Probably? Almost 2 years ago? So that coming back is actually really cool. Some actually, like, interesting stuff. And some setup for some potentially really interesting drama. It's frustrating that they keep animating the fucking action scenes and they don't hit for me, so it's just a fucking waste. Animate some more of the regular character conversations or just character moments rather than fucking action scenes. I'd much rather have that, 'cause it's way more interesting. It allows them to actually show a character's emoting in an evocative way they aren't willing to do for their regular conversations. So I really hope when some dramatic shit happens in the story in the next couple acts, I hope it gets a fucking cutscene. Because if they continue to just animate the action scenes, I'm going to be kind of disappointed in that regard. But yeah, otherwise, I am actually enjoying it. I'm enjoying it more than Natland, definitely. I'm even enjoying it more than some aspects of Fontaine and Sumeru, I would say, as well, actually, honestly. Ten pools, baby.
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go.
Oh yeah, I've still been playing Arknights. Obviously, I've been logging on every day. Yeah, it's rough. I'm gonna uninstall the game once my monthly pass runs out. I'm gonna put all my pulls into Yvonne, and then I'm uninstalling the game because yeah, I'm not interested, man, in the rest of it. The factory building with Death Stranding-like elements are okay. The combat is just worse. It's just worse. It sucks. The story, it's shit. The daily routine is by far the most intensive out of all of the gacha games, and that certainly makes it less tenable to play. The progression for the characters is more frustrating as well, because it's more elaborate and needlessly so. Just at every stage, there's some major fuck-ups. The one piece of praise I can really give the game is that it feels quite original in the Strand-like and factory building ideas. But to me, that's all it has. That's all the praise I can give to Arknights. And the graphics, I suppose. The graphics were good. Obviously, the game has performance problems, so... the gacha is fucking terrible, and the game doesn't give out any free standard pools. I'm not shitting you, it gives out 0 standard pools. I don't get it. Do they expect people to pull on standard banner with their actual just regular pools? Because fuck no. It's just kind of ridiculous. Right? It doesn't give out any standard pools. It doesn't give them out monthly in the shop or wherever, I think. It doesn't give them out in events. It doesn't give them out in story progression. There's literally no way to get them. It's awful. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. And then the regular pool economy is also fucking awful. So yeah, it is not good. So I am absolutely dropping out Ice Enfield, but I'll hang on for it because the £5 I have spent on the game, I have not gotten the value out of it yet. So I'm gonna wait until I can pull Yvonne. That is if I can pull Yvonne. There's a good chance I won't get her anyway. And if so, then yeah, I'll be the nail on coffin for the game for me. So if I got Yvonne, then I might be willing to like revisit the game in the future or something. A couple months down the line or something maybe. But if I miss her, then yeah, no, it's done. I ain't gonna play the game after that. Yeah, it is bad. And hell, maybe I'll return to Death Stranding 2 with a storage space that will open up. Yeah, nothing else to say really. Probably good, and I'll try to get on to continuing the Ultra story as soon as I can. I'm tempted to put more pulls into this because I want Aino and Iluga constellations and Goro constellations actually as well. So all 3 4-stars I want constellations for, but I don't want Zibai because I'm already happy with Navia. So I don't like Zibai enough as a character. I definitely think for past well, out of like all of the leeway casts, Zibai is probably the least interesting. At least among the 5 stars. I mean, there's characters like fucking Jinyan, man.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. This one's got your name.
Still love how goofy and fucking stupid this concept is. Okay, jolly good. That's me done. Oh wait, no, wait. I'll do this. Prima gems. How? Okay. Horrific.
You keep them. No longer need offering.
Right. Yeah, I'm done. Bye. Wait. Right. Let's cash these in. How good am I doing? Pretty close. Cool. Right, bye.